What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, everybody, man. We got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the New Orleans Pelicans recap of tonight's game on April the 4th of 2025. So, final score of the game, guys. We got Los Angeles Lakers 124, New Orleans Pelicans 108. Let me go ahead and show you guys this box score real quick. So tonight, the leading scorer tonight for the Pelicans was Jose Alvarado with 27 points, 10 of 21 from the field, 6 of 10 from three. He really came out of the gate, really firing on all cylinders. He was going absolutely crazy in the first quarter, guys. He had 18 points in the first quarter. I think he made all 6 of his threes in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I think he made all 6 of his threes in the first. I know he at least made 5, but it just seems like every single time the Lakers play against it seems like every single time the Lakers play against a team, it's always one player that just like has like a magnet ball or something. Like he literally could not miss from three, and some of the shots were open, but some of the shots were really greatly defended, and he still made them anyways. And so it's just like you tip your cap to him, man, give him credit. But yeah, man, he had 27 points tonight. He was the Pelicans' leading scorer. Carlo Matkovic had 6 or 7 from the field, 1 or 2 from three, and 15 points off the bench. And they had some other guys that scored pretty well off the bench. But the Lakers tonight, guys, the big three went absolutely insane. You had Luka Doncic with 35 points. You had Austin Reeves with 30 points. And if I had to choose who the best player in tonight's game was, I'm going with Austin Reeves. He had an absolutely phenomenal game. When the Pelicans were like trying to make a run and make the game closer and closer, it always seemed like Austin just had the answer. LeBron had a couple really good minutes at the beginning of the fourth quarter. He had a kind of scary moment in the first quarter, I believe. He went to I think he was defending Jose Alvarado. He went to he went up to try to block his shot, and his thumb got like caught on the rim, and it like extended backwards while his hand was out of the rim, and it like kind of like separated his skin a little bit. Like he got like broken skin, and so he started bleeding and stuff like that. But it's a good thing he didn't have like a fractured thumb or a torn ligament or something like that, because this is obviously that's on his shooting hand. So Braun probably would have missed some time, and the playoffs is like right around the corner. So that was really good for the team and stuff like that Braun didn't end up getting injured. But like I said, man, Austin Reeves was great tonight. Luka had a horrible first quarter. He was 0 for 7 from the field. He looked terrible in the first quarter. He was trying to foul bait and stuff like that at times. It really wasn't working. He missed a couple wide open threes. He missed. He was getting to his step back, getting the separation, but he was missing that as well. But he brought it. He brought it along. Started at the end of the second quarter. He got to the free throw line. He was 11 for 11 from the free throw line, which is great for him. LeBron had a really good first half, and then he kind of turned it on in the fourth quarter. He had a pretty mediocre third quarter or whatever. But Dalton Connect, guys, had a great game tonight off the bench. I really did enjoy his minutes. He was pretty solid defensively. He messed up a couple times on defense. But overall, man, like, there is some type of level of focus that came from the Lakers in the fourth quarter opposed to the first 3 quarters. It's like they just like, okay, let's just go ahead and put this team away, because they just kept letting these guys hang around. And this team, the Pelicans team, they are completely depleted. They don't have CJ McCollum. They don't have Zion Williamson. They don't have Brandon Ingram got traded. They don't have Trey Murphy. They don't have Herb Jones. They don't have none of their main guys. So the Lakers, this game should have been a blowout tonight. They did what they were supposed to do against a team that is below 500. They finally beat a team that's below 500. They just don't bring a level of focus for 48 minutes when they play against these bad teams. And thankfully, you only have one bad team left on your schedule for the rest of the season. The Portland Trailblazers game, the last game of the season, that is the worst team that you're gonna play in these next 5 games. Next 5 games, you got OKC back to back, and then you got Dallas, who's a really good team. They should have Anthony Davis in that game, and then on top of that, the hype and all of the momentum and all of the hype and the eyes and the bright lights are gonna be on that game, because Luka Doncic is back to Dallas. And everybody's expecting for him to drop 40, 50 points and stuff like that. So it's going to be a big game for us, for real, because the Western Conference is just so close right now, and the Lakers are back to the 3rd seed right now. So if the postseason wants to start today, we will be playing against the Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs. Golden State did beat Denver tonight, so Denver is the 4th seed. Golden State is the 5th seed. So I'm really thinking that I'm hoping that we can stay in the 3rd seed. we need to at least split with the Thunder this OKC series. We need to at least win one of those games. Hopefully we can win on Sunday to go ahead and get at least one of these wins out the way. If you lose the next game, that's cool. If you sweep them, that's great. I don't know what OKC is going to be doing. You know, they pretty much have the Western Conference locked up. They did just lose tonight to the Houston Rockets as well. They got embarrassed, actually. They lost pretty bad to the Houston Rockets in Houston. So they might try to get back on Sunday, and these next upcoming games against the Lakers, they might be trying to make a statement, but who knows? So yeah, great win for tonight for the Lakers. Like I said, you control your destiny moving forward when it comes to the seeding, because like I said, you are back at the 3rd seed. Let's see, schedule. Where's the standings? Let's look at these standings right quick for the Western Conference, man. So yeah, Minnesota is the 6th seed right now. Memphis is down to 8. I mean, because Minnesota, the Clippers, and the Grizzlies, all 3 of these teams literally have the same record. The Western Conference is absurd this season, guys. Look at, like, the top 8 seeds have at least 13 games over 500. That is have we ever seen anything like this before? I know the Western Conference has always been good, well, for the most part. But man, this season is crazy, bro. I mean, you have 8 teams that are legitimately 13 games over 500. And I mean, who knows? One of these 3 teams could possibly even make it to the conference finals. I guarantee you all 3 of these teams are not going to lose in the first round. I just don't see it. I don't think, well, obviously all 3 of these teams are not going to make it. But at the same time, like, well, it's not guaranteed they're all going to make it. But at the same time, like, you know, if they do, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, just in general, guys, you know, the Lakers are back at the 3rd seed right now. So I think we're probably going to end up playing against Memphis if I had to guess. I think we're going to be playing against Memphis in the first round. I think we win that series, especially if we have home court advantage, which we should. These next couple games against Oklahoma City are very, very important. Like I said, you need to at least win one of those games so you can kind of keep some separation between you and Denver. Denver's schedule coming up, let's look at Denver's schedule coming up, guys. Who they are playing against, because they lost tonight to Golden State. So they play on Sunday, they play against Indiana. Indiana's a really good team. You're going to be playing against a desperate Sacramento team. You're going to be playing against, so their last 4 games are pretty tough. They don't have an easy schedule to finish out the season. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Like I said, the Lakers play against 2 tough teams, and they play against Dallas in the back-to-back. That's going to be a tough game. And then you play against Portland. No, you play against Houston, second to the last game of the season. And then you play against Portland last game of the season. That should be an easy. You know, Portland is a pretty bad team. They're not going to make the playoffs, so they should be resting more of their guys as well. But overall, guys, tonight game against the New Orleans Pelicans, like I said, man, I like just a couple pointers, man, that I wanted to make a point about. Like, it seemed like to me, when Luka just started actually playing simple basketball, this is when he started to click offensively. I feel like sometimes Luka Doncic is like, and he's a top 3 player in the whole entire NBA. He's a top 3 player in the world. I think Luka's a top 3 player in the league right now. But I feel like at times he tries to make stuff too complicated, or he tries to be too fancy or cute with the ball, like throwing behind the back passes, doing all these up fakes and pump fakes and stuff like that once he gets to the rim, and trying to like trick the other team's big man and stuff like that, like trying to throw the ball, act like he's gonna throw the ball behind his back. Then he does a wraparound pass behind the defender's back and stuff like. I'm like, bro, can you just go to the rim sometimes, draw all the attention, because you're gonna do that. You're gonna draw a lot of attention, and just make the simple pass. Just make the simple pass. You don't have to do it behind the back pass all the time. You don't have to do it behind the head. All these Magic Johnson type passes all the time. I feel like that gets him in a lot of trouble, because, and especially with that and the foul baiting. When Luka plays simple basketball, he's so big and he's so much taller than a lot of guys that are guarding him. He can literally just get to his spots and just shoot over the defense. Or he can just go to the hole, draw all the attention, and just kick it out and make the simple pass. And the Lakers they're going to rotate the ball and get an open 3. It seems like every single time he makes the simple play, they get a great shot. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the gripes that I have about Luka that I've noticed since he's been a Laker. And just in general, being a basketball fan, he's always been like that. I feel like when he makes the simple play, and tonight when he started doing that, it just started clicking. Like, he started making his shots, he started making his floaters. He got to the rim a couple times. He made some little leaners and stuff like that, little fadeaways in the lane. When he touches the paint, every single time the Lakers get a good shot because he can make the simple pass. His vision is amazing, but I just wish he would stop doing all of these things so much and make the game more simple because he's so good at the game of basketball. So LeBron is looking like LeBron again. Austin Reeves is legit a third option type of star type of player. I made the video months ago or about a month ago. Once he had the game against Indiana, the 45-point game against the Pacers without Luka, without LeBron. That was in between the trade deadline with DeMarc Williams and stuff like that. Like, when he had that 45-point game against the Pacers are a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference right now. That showed me this guy's going to be a star, and he is not doing anything to deter me of that mindset. Austin Reeves is legitimately going to be a star in this league. I feel like he is on his way. He's on a trajectory to like a Jalen Brunson type of player. If this guy, when LeBron retires, the Lakers are going to have a 1-2 punch between Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. Or if they go out and get another star, Austin, he's showing you right now he could be the third option. And he fits so well in so many different scenarios. Excuse me. He fits so well in so many different scenarios because he's just a seamlessly fit. He can score the ball at all 3 levels. He's a great passer. There are at times he got some deficiencies defensively, but offensively he can fit in any type of system, and he's not just a bad defender. He makes opponents take really, really tough shots, and he showed that tonight. I think he was the best player on the court tonight. He was there for all 48 minutes. He doesn't get injured. He stays healthy, knock on wood. So Austin Reeves is very, very important to this team. He was the best player on the team tonight, even though, Luka had the most points and LeBron I think he had almost 30 points as well. Austin had a 30-point game, and he was the best player on the team tonight. So shout out to Austin Reeves. Shout out to Jordan Goodwin. He came in the game in the second quarter after the Lakers were down by 5, and he gave the Lakers a lot of energy in this game. They needed that energy. It just seemed like they were just kind of stuck in the mud from being on a back-to-back from last night. So Jordan Goodwin came in the game. I think he scored maybe one time, but overall, just energy-wise, defensively, getting offensive rebounds, getting second-chance points, getting hustle plays, Jordan Goodwin was really, really great tonight. Jared Vanderbilt looked awful offensively, man. I don't know what's going on with his offense, guys. We got to find out some type of way to make him playable on the offensive end because, he'll get in the game, grab some rebounds and stuff like that, but he had an okay game tonight. Dalton Connect. This is what I wanted to talk about, and this is probably my last point on the video. Dalton Connect has to be in the rotation. JJ Redick has to figure something out to where he has to play Dalton. Even if he comes in at the I remember when the season first started, Dalton used to come into the game at the beginning of the second quarter. He didn't even play in the first quarter. He played at the beginning of the second quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. If you bring him into the game at the beginning of the second quarter and he's playing well or he's playing bad, I think that could probably determine whether you keep him in the game or not, or if it's dependent on the floor of the game. I don't know. But DNPs cannot happen to Dalton Connect. He is too explosive offensively. He can literally change the game with his catch and shoot 3-point shooting. He can literally change the game. He's too good of an offensive player to be sitting down on the bench and not playing at all. Because this team can use those type of sparks offensively. Bring him into the game, JJ. See if he can provide you a spark offensively at the beginning of the second quarter, maybe at the beginning of the fourth, depending on who you're playing against, what kind of flow of the game, if you need defense, offense. He is too good offensively to not be playing. So I think Dalton Connect, he came into the game tonight. He scored 10 points in the first quarter, I believe, or the first half, or maybe might have been 12. But he had a really good first half. And he just showed that he needs to be in the rotation. So that's the Lakers versus Pelicans recap, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new to get more recaps and all the updates and news about the Los Angeles Lakers and other news around the NBA. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.